So again, we're here. Okay. So I was going over a little bit about what to expect. Okay. So these classes are bi-weekly classes, Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. All classes will be on Google Meet. Okay. And a recording will be uploaded on YouTube. Okay. You will be provided with a link. Okay. Um, if you attend, sometimes what happens is some people just like to watch the recording. But the bonus is that when you attend, you get an opportunity to ask questions. You get an opportunity to, review some of the information live. This might happen more along the lines of when we get more deeper into it and not understand it. Okay. All sessions will be in English, okay? And you will learn to chart out your universal gifted life roadmap. So basically, the Lo-Shu Grid will give you an idea of what type of personality, what type of person you are, what whatever your personality and your destiny is, how you can use it. Okay, it's a God's gift and how you can use it. Okay, you can also use this as a method to assess your family's life. So, be it your children, your personal family, your properties. When you go out and buy a car or a phone number, it gives you an idea what and how to kind of navigate through the vibrations of the universe. Okay. This is great also if you want to become a consultant, a numerology consultant. So you can learn all this and still continue your studies and teach. Okay. So this is a little bit about that. Now, let us start. What is numerology? Okay. Numerology is actually uh, in brief, is a divine or mystical relationship between numbers and events. Okay, it involves assigning numerological values to letters in names and dates of birth to gain insight into a person's characteristics, potential, and life path. Now, I will explain that to you. Okay, and I will show you what that means. Now, there are different methods, as I mentioned. Okay, there's the Lo-Shu, there's the Vedic, there's the Pythagoras, there's the Chaldean, there's the Kabbalic, and we can go on and on about it. There's the Kiro. Okay, so in simple words, it's a science. Okay, it's literally a science, and we call it occult science specifically. It has been researched and it has been used. So it is used a lot by a lot of people. If you look at it, more than anything, if you look in Bollywood, okay, for example, they do use Yash Chopra, for example. He's one of the top producers for one of many successful movies that he has produced. He has numerologists that actually guide him through. So sometimes you will see in certain movies, you'll see certain colors, certain numbers. You probably don't understand what that means, but then you will understand more once I teach you what each number associates with. Okay. So let's keep going. Let's dive right into it. Okay. And let us talk about the Lo-Shu Grid. Now, the Lo-Shu Grid was actually perfected by Master Lo-Shu, who is a Chinese saint. Okay. Now, if you really look at it, okay, say, for example, you count 4, 9, and 2. Okay, so you've got 4, 9, and 2. 4, 9, 2, or 3, 5, 7, or 8, 1, 6, or you go downwards, you go 4, 3, 8, 9, 5, 1, or 2, 7, 6. And you will notice that all of them, okay, will total to 15. Okay, 4 plus 9 plus 2 will come to 15. 3 plus 5 plus 7 will come to 15. 8 plus 1 plus 6 will come to 15. And it goes downwards, sideways. No matter which way you look at it, it totals to 15. Okay, so this is a perfect number when you look at it. Okay, this is also referred to as the Lakshmi Yantra. Now, Lakshmi Yantra is actually a yantra that is being used in the Hindu text, or the Vedic, not Hindu, sorry. Let me correct that. That is one of the Vedic um, yantras, we call them. And Lakshmi Yantra is basically, um, uh, it's used for prosperity. Okay, prosperity in whatever you would like, in whichever way. Okay, so that is what Lakshmi Yantra is. Okay, so in simple words, that's what, in summary, this is what we call numerology for in the Lo-Shu Grid. Okay, now I'll quickly show you what the Vedic grid looks like. Okay, so if you look, this is the Vedic grid. Okay, now the Vedic grid, right? If you look at the Vedic grid, it's still a 3 by 3, but it has different numbers. Okay, so you look at it as 3, 1, 9, 6, 7, 5, 2, 8, 4. Okay, and you will see that the 7 is the center of the grid for Vedic. Okay, while when you look at the Lo-Shu, okay, it is the 5 that is the center of the grid. Okay, so that is the difference between Lo-Shu and Vedic. Okay, so let's keep going, and I am going to show you, okay, how to chart it out. Okay, so let's get into how to chart this out. So I'm just going to get my Blackboard going. Okay. So that you can see what it looks like. Okay. So here we go. We are going to, so this is what it looks like. Okay. So you will see there's a 492357816. Okay. So we're going to start charting this out. Okay. And let's give somebody a name. Let's start with somebody's name here. Okay. So we are going to, okay. So we'll just give a name, okay, because in the future, when we get to name numerology, we can use that. Okay, so let's start with Jane Doe. Okay, let's just create some birth date over there. Okay, so say this person is born on the 12th of March. Okay, 1968. Okay, so we will go 12/03/1968. Okay, so how do we calculate this? Okay, now when you look at it, okay, a personality, how is personality calculated? And let's get that for you here. Okay, so we want to calculate personality, okay, which is equal to just your date of birth. Okay, so what is your date of birth? Okay, the 12th, just the date. So 1 + 2. So we're going to compound it. Whatever we do, however we do it, we compound it between 1 to 9. Okay. Okay. So it has to be between 1 and 9. So if it is 12, we've got to compound it to bring it less than 9. So it comes to 3. So your personality here, okay, so your personality is going to be 3. Okay. I'm going to go over that again. Okay. And then what is your destiny? Now, your destiny number is calculated. This is how your destiny is calculated. Okay. So let's keep going. Destiny is calculated by taking your year of birth. So you take the month, the day, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 8. Okay, so what does that come to? Okay, so we've got 3 and 3, 6, 16, 22, and 8, 30. Okay, so this gives you 30. Okay, now this is not less than 9. This is not 9 or less, right? So you still have to calculate 3 plus 0 equals to 3. So this is now the destiny. Okay, so we've got destiny right here. We'll go back to text and we say 3. Okay. Okay, so we now know, okay, that Jane Doe's personality and destiny are both 3. Now let's chart this out. Okay, so we are going to take, we are going to chart this out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we got to put all these numbers 1, 2, 0, 3. Okay, so whatever we have here, yeah, we're going to chart this out and put it in this box here, in this box here. Okay, and then we're going to add the personality and the destiny. Okay, so I'm going to show you one example. This is one example, and then we're going to do a different example again. Okay, so let's go. We've got 1. Okay, we've got 2. So the 2 goes right here. Okay, so you got to copy this. This is your cheat sheet here. Okay, so whatever numbers you see in this, you got to chart it in here. Okay. Okay. So we've got 2, then we've got 3, then we've got another 1, then we've got a 9, then we've got a 6,